Hello, hello, Perfidious Pete here, welcoming you back for another harrowing episode of XCOM The Long War. Now, you may be saying, harrowing, Pete? Really? Don't you think that maybe you're overselling just a little bit? To which, my hypothetically skeptical friend, I would reply in all seriousness, no way, Jack! And I would say that for three reasons. One, because in my hypothetical scenario, you're Jack Bauer. Two, I'm contrarian by nature. And three, there really isn't a better word to describe our last few missions. In fact, harrowing is appropriate on more than one level, since not only have the aliens swarmed us with a vexing and tormenting cloud of annoying fighters, they've also landed a few large UFOs and used them to plow our asses like they're moonlighting as a porn director on the set of Cornhole Commandos 42, The Cornholening. And Google that shit at your own risk, by the way, because that's almost certainly the title of an actual piece of pornography, not just an alliterative fiction I made up to try and shoehorn in a cheap crack about Paris Hilton being a kind of promiscuous lady. I mean, it is a cheap crack as well, but you know what? To hell with it. You get the point. Let's just get to work. My guess here is we're gonna have a lovely, lovely salt-encrusted, big grains of salt encrusted mission of Exalt Delight, which, of course, makes me about as happy as as about to punch to the throat. I fucking hate Exalt so fucking much. I am still playing in Build 13, of course, where the Exalt missions are just unbelievably asinine. And whoever released this build, seriously, I would love to punch them in the dick, because they so desperately deserve it. No rational human being should ever even consider the Exalt the way they are in this build as reasonable. Anyway, let's get to scanning so I at least have an excuse to be salty. I'm sort of pre-salting here, and maybe I should taste my food before... Fuck, I didn't even have to click the scan button. I hate you too, XCOM. This is how I know that you fucking despise me. Right there. Fucking getting trolled by a video game. Anyway, I'd say if history has taught me anything, but clearly history has not taught me anything. They say those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it, and I've been doomed to repeat this same fucking Exalt mission like 4 times now. This would be a 4-man extraction on the laundromat map. I'm just going to go ahead and make that prediction now. What a surprise. 4-man mission. Well, I'm 1 for 2. Let's see if it's on the laundromat.
We are confident that you will handle this matter with discretion.
Your confidence means exactly fuck all to me at this point. Also, why am I getting interrupted with this? What the fuck? So apparently the United Kingdom really wants some chrysalid carcasses. They're being quite adamant about those carcasses, in fact. Willing to... Have we done a chrysalid autopsy yet? I don't think we have. No, we have. Yeah, I'll make that trade. Why not? Give me 2 scientists. That's fine. And also... I'm going to have to go put up the Do Not Disturb sign because, Jesus, guys, just barge right in while I'm in the middle of something with your, please give us 10 scientists requests. That's, I mean, that's a little forward. Anyway, this team is real good. With the exception of you, Joss Whedon. I mean, this is real good. So let's just, yeah, actually, for once, the computer sort of got it right. With the 4-man mission, we're going to need all of our best troopers, all the heaviest hitters. We're bringing out the creme de la creme in the trooper department. Our S-listers, that's one S tier is above A. These are our S-list celebrities. The $20 million or more minimum club. Of course, Lindsay Lohan, I think, for her last film, got paid like 50 grand because it was The Canyons, I think. And let me say, if they paid Lindsay Lohan $50,000 to be in that movie, they paid her $50,001 too much at the minimum. So, Aegis Armor, Scope, Laser Sight, Slim Shady Memorial Slugslinger, Lindsay Sorted, Jaden, physical embodiment of the sun god Ra, the Pharaoh himself, leader of the peoples of Egypt, God, many other titles that one could accrue for Jaden. I mean, he's all around fucking amazing. And we're taking him on the mission to boot because there's a reason he has 72 kills and only 31 missions, and that reason is he fucking sweet-ass killing machine. You know, I'm going to leave him with the battle scanner, and we're going to give him high-capacity mags, because within the zone, Jaden actually has the ability to really drop in and just ruin some Exalt. I mean, he can really do some ruinous damage to him. Paris Hilton's going to be going along as well, and since this is the 4-man mission, as is my new custom, on the 4-man mission, I do go for a more mobile build with the porno queen herself. And we're going to go with the Scope, Laser Sight, Little Pulse Auto Blaster, Aegis Armor. She can be a little bit more mobile. The extra mobility, of course, will help Paris avoid incoming blasts of alien fire. Now, normally she likes to take those right to the face because it's sort of what she gets paid to do. But in this case, getting out of the way is going to be more useful. Now, on our last 4-man mission, I did not take a mech trooper. And I'm probably not going to do it again on this mission. And the reason for that is, if we had a Mech 3, I would. But I've had, lately, whenever I do an Exalt mission, for some reason, flamethrowers, anytime they hit an Exalt trooper and that trooper panics, the mission bugs out and it locks up. I'm not sure what's causing the issue. Maybe some kind of hitch in Build 13 where our Exalt troopers have some kind of thing that's supposed to make them immune to panic that just doesn't interact well with the flamethrower. I'm not entirely certain what the deal is, but as a result, I can't really take a mech trooper. If we had our mech 3 suit finished, I would take one and just have it with grenades and proximity mines. But I don't have that at my disposal yet. So what I'm going to do instead, and this is what we did last time, worked out okay. I mean, it didn't work out great, but it worked out okay-ish. We are going to take our little Shiv here. And of course, we can't have a Shiv going in with the name of Goliath 3. That just will not do. We are going to resurrect Maria the Machine and Mitch, the sexy, sexy little robot. She's done some fine work for us in the past, and we're going to hope that little Maria has at least one more mission in her. So, Super Heavy Laser, Alloy Boy, Gyros, Autoloader. That's got Maria sorted, and this is our infiltration crew, folks. Let's get them stuck in and see how they can do. So it's off to a laundromat in Canada. I'm just going to go ahead and call a laundromat right now, because it's always a laundromat. I mean, once in a very great while, it's a liquor store, and we are in, like, what, northern Saskatoon somewhere here on Hudson Bay, where there's a lot of fur trappers and burly rough men. It's not entirely out of the question that it could be a liquor store, but probably a laundromat. It's always a laundromat. Oh, it's neither.
Cell based in Canada. It looks like our operative will need
wow, Operation Bloody Fist is a bloody surprise. It's the Highway of Death, which actually is the exact same mission map we had last time, now that I think about it. Very interesting. Alright then. Are we going to start down on the Highway of Death, or are we going to start... Nope, we're in the Death Hole. I was hoping we might start up top. If you actually have the top start, this map is a pretty easy win, actually. You can just kind of hole up and wait for the Exalt to come to you with some good cover that cannot be destroyed, but not so lucky in this instance. Now, one thing we do have going for us here, actually, unlike our previous times where we took sort of a shit-stained, worthless rookie and put him as our covert operative, this time we went with a little different strategy.
Will do.
And we brought Dr. Worm. Dr. John Flansburgh, also called Dr. Worm. He's not a real doctor, but he is a real worm, an actual worm. But anyway, we brought the old Flansburgh this time, and let's see if that proves to be a savvy move or whether that was an idiot mistake. So we do want to try and get up in this area as quickly as possible, and in order to facilitate that, just to make sure there are no enemy units, I want to know what's up here. We are going to have Jaden Smith deploy a battle scanner. I'd like him to throw it right on top of that thing, but apparently it can't be there. So we're going to have Jaden Smith deploy a battle scanner.
Scanning.
This should give us view on anything up there. Alright, so we have possibly 2 pods of Exalt, possibly 1. Somewhere between 1 and 2 pods. And we are going to come this way. We'll take our time. They're not popped yet, so we've got a moment or two. Everybody's going to come over this way, and we're just going to be very deliberate and very slow, and one might also say very boring. But if it gets us out of this without any significant casualties, I feel it's going to be a worthwhile way to spend our time. So we have no time limit on this one. We can take as long as we feel we need. All right, so that's definitely 2 pods then, or it's 1 enormous pod. Could go either way. Alright, so let's see how close we can get without popping them. Can we get to the base of these stairs? Answer is yes, we can. Alright, so Jaden Smith could, if we could get him up there and in position, he could empty his weapon. I mean, it's not out of the question that Jaden Smith could flat out empty his gun. It might be the greatest in the zone moment of all time, actually.
Let's do this.
So we are going to advance then. Everybody's going to pile up. I don't think the enemies are prepared for us yet, so it's not like they can drop a grenade on our head. The only reason we can see them is because they are moving underneath our battle scanner. Dr. Worm, back on Overwatch for you. If these guys move this way, we're going to be able to ruin their shit. Alright, so this is definitely two separate pods, actually. It is absolutely two different pods. Alright, Jaden. Where can you get to? Oh man, you're like one tile short. Jaden Smith is one tile short of just devastating the absolute, just ruinous. I wonder if he can get to there without popping them. I'm going to guess probably not. Could get to there, but he's not. I don't think he's going to have a shot. We need one more tile from Jaden Smith. All right, Jaden, don't pop a pod. Fantastic. All right. Get on Overwatch.
Covering now.
Paris, I want you right behind Jaden.
Commander.
You also are going to be on
Gun
Overwatch.
covered.
Lindsay,
Aye, aye, Commander.
that was risky, but I had to do it. Overwatch for Lindsay, and then we'll have Maria bringing up the rear. So we'll buy it one more turn. Let's see how Exalt reacts. Dr. Worm, hunker down in your hole, man. I mean, you are a worm. It's time to channel your totem animal. Time to channel your worminess. Make best use of it. Alright, so that Exalt squad is now popped, I believe. And Jaden Smith may be able to just lay waste to some guys right here. There are three, I think, that are just standing in the open. Jaden Smith should be able to absolutely destroy them. Yep. Alright. So. Well, he would be able to absolutely destroy them if he could actually kill any of them with a single shot. I don't think he can. Possibly this guy on a critical, so we'll shoot him first. Yep, not quite enough to get it done. Alright then, so it's going to be up to Paris Hilton. We need Paris to rapid fire and kill Johnny Rocket Guy. Fortunately, this is a can't miss shot for Paris twice. And that is one dead man. So that's going to leave us Lindsay Lohan. She should be able to finish off this one remaining Exalt Trooper here. It's a can't miss shot. She could also, alternatively, rapid fire there and go. Now, you know what? It's better to take the kill and conserve ammo. And then it's time for our little machine and mensch Maria to execute her mandate, which is get shot at for the good of the team. Or, in this case, try and keep that sniper's head down. I would love to run and gun with Flansburgh, but he's not going to be able to make it to the relay in a single turn. So the smart move here is to just have him go ahead and overwatch. Now, Flansburgh can run and gun. If he can get to one of the hack terminals in a single turn, he can run to it and hack it, because he can use the run and gun ability to double up. That's a not unexpected miss. What we have to be worried about in this position, actually, is having somebody hit us with a grenade. Both of those units have grenades. But it doesn't look like it's going to do them a whole lot of good. Alright, so this one's all Jaden Smith, then.
Okay.
He's got, again, 2 units in the wide open. Lightning reflexes should save Jaden safe here. Channel your... Control your fear, Jaden. Make your father proud. Do not disappoint Cypher Rage. I mean, he's got Rage right in his name if you disappoint him. Oh, those guys weren't popped yet. Alright, well, that's not at all bullshit. So who do we have flanked? That unit is flanked. If this criticals, that's a dead man.
He's down.
Yep, he sure is. So there's one dead man, and in the zone is going to trigger. We frankly have 2 bad shots within the zone here. We're going to take... You know what? We're going to try and flush this guy out into the open. Which one's a better shot? It's more important to flush that unit, actually.
Flushing him out.
We're going to push him out just so he's in the open, and then Paris Hilton should be able
They're
to
moving around the side.
ruin his shit if we need her to. So who can Lohan? Who do you have shots at? Alright, you know what? There's no reason, Maria, for you to not do this. You might as well take the flank shot, because you're the one unit we don't care if you get hit. I mean, it sounds callous, but just kind of the way it is, my dear. Alternatively, you could... you know what? We're going for the slam dunk. We don't want to take any chances. We're not going to miss a layup and have somebody get killed as a result. We're going to go for the guaranteed murder action. So Lohan actually has a pretty good shot there. You know what? We are actually going to take this shot with Lindsay Lohan. And assuming that hits, her second action is actually going to be to go on Overwatch.
Roger that. Scanning.
So Dr. Worm. Dr. Worm cannot kill that guy. Lindsay, all right, Paris, you gotta deal with that dude.
Heading there now.
So you should have him flanked. Yeah, that's a dead man right there. It's a dead man!
Dead.
And I think it may be time to bring out Dr. Worm. So we're going to open this door. Not a real doctor, but he is a real worm, an actual worm. And he's going to dash over here
Moving out.
behind this stack of tanks. I mean, I'm not actually sure what that's even designed to hold. I think maybe it's not a propane tank. I don't know. Septic tank? Maybe it holds sewage? Who knows? But if we need to, we can now have Flansburgh run over and prevent Exalt troopers from firing. And based on the activity of Exalt, I don't really feel we need to do that. I think we might just take a turn to sort of reassess and reload here.
Locked and
We're in a
loaded.
fairly safe position, so we're going to have Jaden Smith reload and just drop into Overwatch. Paris doesn't need to reload so much as just needs to get into a position where she's got some solid cover. Wouldn't necessarily call that solid cover, but it looks like it's probably the best we're going to do. And we do have sight once again on the Exalt Trooper. The only thing I want to have sight on him is sight on his grave. I want to watch him
That's affirmative.
rot in the ground. Yes, I mean, seriously, I want to put in camera inside his coffin so that I might watch him decompose. That's how much I hate Exalt. Not only do I want to kill them, but I want to absolutely make certain that they're as dead as fucking possible. Maria with a fine shot. A fine shot, Maria. Fine, I say. Good, even.
That's affirmative.
Well done.
Contact.
Oh, fuck. There's 4 more Exalt troopers that we have popped, one of whom has a rocket. Lindsay Lohan, I really wanted to have her shoot, but she can't stay there. We've got to get Lindsay somewhere safer. Ideally, somewhere safer, but not close to the Exalt trooper, so we're going to just take a quick fallback. Flansburgh could kill him. You know what? It's just not worth the risk. We're going to put Flansburgh on Overwatch. This way, if this guy comes around and tries to flank Flansburgh, he can at least get a shot at him. Otherwise, everybody should be okay. 3 damage for Maria is entirely acceptable. So let's have our Shiv just murder this guy. Maria, do your thing, man. Or lady. Or robot. Man, machine, man or Astroman. We're not sure what you are, Maria, but what we are sure is that that son of a bitch is dead. And that's the way we like it. So Dr. Worm, gonna dash over, get ready to hack.
Relays, Commander. You just need to activate
A little
it
bit
to
of movement
acquire
here
the
with Jaden
residual
Smith.
data.
He's gonna advance going to Overwatch.
Field, Commander.
Gonna do the similar thing here with Paris Hilton. We're going to have her move to this full cover. She's going to go in Overwatch, and we'll probably be Overwatching with Lindsay Lohan as well.
Good to go.
Lindsay's going to reload, then go in Overwatch. And this should spawn some drop-ins. Going to have a couple units run into the ring, wielding steel chairs. There we go. And immediately taking damage from a fine shot from Lindsay Lohan. That guy also has a rocket, which is a problem. 2 Rocketeers on the run-in. That's pretty shitty, actually. Shouldn't have too much trouble taking care of them, however. So let's see what Lindsay can do. 81% for the kill. We're going to take that shot. Alright, that's a dead man. It's a dead man over here! And then Lindsay's going to rapid fire here. 2 hits, could get a kill. Alright, well, she got 1 hit and then a miss. That's it's actually an acceptable level of contribution from the low one. Maria should have a shot as well. Not a great shot. We may revisit that in a moment. Let's see if we can't do a little bit better. Now, Dr. Worm could run straight up behind him and take a flank shot, but I honestly don't know how... I mean, that seems of dubious usefulness.
Okay.
So we're going to take Paris Hilton. We're going to have her take the rapid fire. Double 70. That guy is almost certainly dead. Thanks for making me a liar, Paris. Nice done. Yeah, good job. Alright. But that's fine. Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith may need to close the gap a little.
Heading there now. 2 minutes. 1 minute. 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 1 minute
And this flush shot then, yeah, can't miss. That's a dead man.
Flushing target.
He's a dead man! Now, you just keep running. Jaden Smith will shoot you straight down in the back, Wild Bill Hickok style. Jaden Smith, the man has no honor. He does what it takes to get the job done. He follows the commands of Cypher Rage. You must show your enemy no mercy. You must also show your enemy no fear, because they literally can't see you unless they can smell your fear. That's how alien species evolve.
That's affirmative.
Right? Because, I mean, that's a sensible evolution. A sensible evolutionary path for an enemy. That, you know, they can't see you unless you're afraid of them, and then they sense you by smelling that fear.
Killing time.
How would you ever evolve that? I mean, let's think about it logically. Assuming that evolution, I mean, we're just going to assume the theory of evolution. That's part of the given in this logical scenario I'm presenting. We're gonna take that. Whether you agree with it or not, hey, you're entitled to your opinion. That's totally cool. This is just a thought experiment. Consider it as our baseline principle. But how would you ever actually develop that particular set of abilities? What would ever cause that to evolve? Because until your enemies are afraid of you, you don't know they're there. And if you're wandering around blind, it seems like you may not be the most efficient hunter, or at least the most efficient predator ever, since you can't find your prey unless they're afraid of you, and your prey has no reason to fear you. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it, folks?
On the move.
I'm not sure what you hope to achieve with that, Jaden Smith. I'm guessing you just felt you needed the exercise. You do have a flank shot, and we're going to take it. So, John Flansburgh is probably going to be hacking our terminal here. I just want to make sure I haven't done... Alright, I want to make sure John Flansburgh was still available to take actions, lest I had done something incredibly stupid. If this gets a kill, we'll get another shot with Jaden. Don't know why I doubted him. Oh, Jaden just missed the 2-point bucket. He could have wound up with those guys in between the car. Would have been a fantastic 2-point shot. We could flush that guy. You know what? I'd rather just shoot him. 5 damage, so not the greatest output of all time, but still respectable.
On my way.
Paris Hilton should have an opportunity to throw in a little bit of damage here as well. Double 69 is Paris's favorite number. She loves the double 69. It actually involves 4 people and is more commonly referred to as a daisy
Out of
chain.
the game.
But Paris doesn't like daisies, so she just calls it a double 69.
Headed there now.
We may have Lindsay Lohan dash here if she doesn't have a good shot. Lindsay Lohan has a fantastic shot, and probably a kill shot, actually, so we're just going to take it. Or Lindsay Lohan could be furiously wasting ammo for no discernible reason. Also good. Let's go with that. Our little machine and mensch is going to have the dash forward then, and John Flansburgh is absolutely going to have to execute Plan F. F for Flansburgh, of course.
That comm relay is down, Commander.
And that's a hacked
Our
comm
operative hacked
relay.
the system and decrypted some of their data, while also disrupting.
So we're going to
Exalt's
also
communications.
move
We should
Flansburgh
continue
very
looking for
slightly
any other relays
and just
nearby.
get him on Overwatch. I don't expect his Overwatch to be fruitful, but won't hurt to have him on it. Also, these guys, the only thing they can do right now is throw grenades. They're one-trick ponies. I mean, pretty much they're always one-trick ponies, and the one-trick Exalt pony has is, well, there's a lot of them. He's like 72 ponies at once. That's his one trick. Speaking of one trick, it's a good time for a little In the Zone from the Jadenator.
That's affirmative.
He only has one shot? Wow, okay. That's unexpected. Also, that shot did not garner a kill, which is surprising. Paris Hilton has 2 targets. Not great shots at either one, however. Let's have Maria dash down here. She should be able to finish off the wounded guy. Well, not the greatest chance in the world, but we'll take it. Didn't get much out of Maria there. Lohan, what can you do? Now you have 1 decent shot and 1 okay shot. Alright, so get the kill then with the decent shot if you would. Nicely done.
Not a problem anymore.
And I'm considering having you empty the clip. Yeah, you know what? Empty the clip. It's fine. Go ahead and empty it.
Out of ammo here.
That's alright, actually. We're okay with that, Paris. Now, we could have Flansburgh run and gun, but that guy's not hurt enough for his pistol to finish him off, so it seems like a terrible idea. That unit does not have a rocket, does he? He does not. May have a grenade, but at this point, a grenade is sort of incidental. All of our troopers could easily handle the damage a grenade might put out. And we're actually going to have suppressive fire here.
X-ray locked down.
We're going to get 1 cheap damage and a shred out of that with Paris's mayhem ability. And that'll keep that guy immobile and also should lower his aim into the toilet. Yeah, somewhere just south of toilet, actually. Now, there is another trooper back there who appears to be hiding behind a car. But, well, we've still got the Jadenator. And look at that. That's going to be an in-the-zone shot for Jaden. So you're dead. Good day, sir. I said good day, sir. And we could have Jaden reload. You know what? Let's have Jaden use his in-the-zone action to just reload. That's fine. Lindsay Lohan, speaking of reload, can get hers out of the way. And we'll conserve her final shot. We may still need it. Let's see if little Maria the Machine and Mensch here can get a kill for us. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't really try and feed kills to a unit that can't get EXP, but every unit we have on this mission, with the exception of John Flansburgh, cannot get EXP, so we're not really out anything by using our Shiv. It doesn't, I mean, there's no real cost here.
Ready to rock.
So since the only kill went to the Shiv, we can have all of our units readjust and reload. We do still have 1 terminal to hack, and we're going to have some more run-ins. I don't think there's another pod up here, because Lindsay Lohan already spawned it. But just to make sure, we're going to make certain we're in perfect position before we risk spawning anything. And we will have Jaden Smith here take the exploratory opener.
Double time.
Exploratory opener sounds like a really awful surgical tool. This is the exploratory opener. We're going to jam this up your bunghole and swing it around a little bit. Yeah, it'll poke you. It's got a lot of sharp bits on it, so, you know, I mean, it's going to suck. It's really going to hurt, but, well, this is what happens when you don't take care of yourself. You wind up in situations like this, where you got to have some, you know, cold steel iron probe jammed in your rectum. It's a lesson for you, folks. You should, you know, really take as good care of yourself as you can. So this may pop a pod. We're going to have to hold off on a turn for spawning Flansburgh, because I want everybody on Overwatch before we do it. So we're going to have our little Shiv over here, and we're going to get the Shivy on Overwatch as well. Actually, you know what? We're going to reload. I'd rather have the Shiv have ammo than be on Overwatch. Overwatch hits are going to be pretty slim for a Shiv anyway. And then we'll begin moving Dr. Worm towards the patient. And still no run-ins. Alright then. Well, that gives us an opportunity to cover the area even better. It's going to be Overwatch for Jaden Smith. Overwatch. Paris, you can get... Alright, I just want to make sure everybody's in a position where they can get to the exit zone in a single move.
Overwatch, aye.
Lindsay Lohan definitely has that covered. We're going to move Lindsay actually around to this corner cover and put her on Overwatch.
Come get some.
Our Shiv is fine. You know what, Flansburgh? Run and gun.
Run them down.
We're going to have Flansburgh run and gun. He should be able to get to the thing. He should also be able to hack the thing. And then we should be able to get the hell out of here.
That's all the data we're going to get, Commander. Now we just need to get our operative to the evac point for extraction.
Yeah, so here come the run-ins. Now, Flansburgh can't move any further, but he can go in Overwatch. So we're going to have him do that.
Additional assault forces moving on the AO.
We have what looks like a medic or a support trooper of some variety on the run-in. That guy should be killed with all the bullets. Every single person on our team shot at that poor fucker, and he actually got blown up backwards on top of a rock in some manner of trick shot. It's excellent shooting there, guys. Really a fine display of marksmanship.
Let's do this.
John Flansburgh is going to get the hell out of Dodge.
Excellent work,
Doink.
Commander.
So that's
the operative and our latest batch of intel are secure.
that's sorted then.
Strike one remain in the
We're
area to
gonna
eliminate any
have
other
Jaden Smith just
hostile
take a look
units
at this guy.
or
If there's
get
just
them
one
to the
unit, I
evac
mean,
zone
we
for
might as well just kill him.
Objective updated.
We have actually a very bad chance to hit that unit. We get a better shot. I don't know if our Shiv could move one more tile. We could.
Overwatch, aye.
Lindsay Lohan not in the best position against that trooper, so we're going to readjust, put her on Overwatch. We're going to send the Machine and Mensch up around for the flank maneuver. She has a shot, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can push this guy out of cover into the open, and that's going to give our little Machine and Mensch a much better hit percent. Yeah, 95%. Ah, 1 damage short for Maria. Well, you can't win them all, I suppose. The Exalt Trooper taking cover next to our Shiv, which is going to get him killed by Lindsay Lohan. Man, you should have
Operative is
probably
safe,
reconsidered
and the
that
result
move.
data
I
is
mean,
ready for analysis.
diving for cover beside a machine of death that is ready to grind you up and spit you out, probably not the greatest idea ever. Then again, Exalt Troopers are prone to suicide. I mean, they do take a cyanide capsule if you capture them. Maybe he just wanted to end it all as quickly as possible and make it convenient for everybody. In which case, I salute you, sir. You, as an Exalt Trooper, realized that you belong dead. That's best for both humanity and the aliens if you don't exist anymore. Because you're a fucking piece of shit. So, Operation Bloody Fist. I gotta say, we were expecting to get fisted by the aliens since this was a 4-man Exalt mission, but in a rare switcheroo, a little bit of turnabout, the only fist that came back bloody is ours, because we had it crammed straight
Not
up
a
the little
single
cornhole of that
casualty.
Exalt Trooper.
I'm certainly impressed by our soldiers' combat abilities.
Well, you really shouldn't be that impressed. I mean, look at the lineup. Come on, Dr. V. This is the creme de la creme. It doesn't get any more elite than this troop, with arguably the exception of Maria, but I think Maria had like a 5-to-1 kill-to-mission ratio before we rebuilt her, so it seems reasonable that she should come through everything okay as well. And no promotions, huh? Wow, not even for old Dr. Worm there. 13 weapon fragments, some meld, and Exalt intelligence, however.
Intel
One meld.
detected. Possible Exalt base locations narrowed.
We got one meld. Let's go look and see where Exalt may be lurking. They're either in France or Brazil. Given the number of times we've assaulted laundromats in France while dicking around with Exalt, my guess is they're probably in France. But I'm not going to accuse someone. I'm not going to accuse someone unlawfully. But on the bright side, 2 more Exalt missions at maximum. We have to do it twice more. That's it. Once to find the cell, and then once to raid the base. That's it. We only have at maximum 2 more times, and you have no idea how pleased I am by that outcome. Couple maintenance items we do want to take care of very quickly. I just want to scan our gray market since we're in the neighborhood. Make sure there's nothing we need to get rid of. Yeah, I thought we might have a damaged piece of equipment. Anything else we need to get rid of? Or anything else we have just a super abundance of? Doesn't look like it. Got a lot of alien alloys. A lot. A lot of sectoid commander corpses too. But we haven't autopsied those yet, so I think we'll hang on to those. So we're going to sell just our damaged part. We're going to get out of here. There is one thing I do want to head down to the foundry. I want to look at some... Not the foundry. I want to go to build by items, rather. I want to look at some chemical grenades. I'm curious whether they're a consumable item or whether they're something we can reuse, so I think I may just build one. Or maybe a couple. Not a chameleon suit. Chem grenade. It only takes 3 thin man corpses and 16. Well, we'll build more than one then. Let's build 3. And I'm building chem grenades specifically for use on ethereals. I want something that I can use to keep them sort of pinned down while our troopers get in positions to either flame or suppress them, so that we don't have to worry about their reflective shots. That's something, a strategy that I picked up while fighting them on our last large UFO mission. Realized really needed something I could use to help keep them to a minimum. I believe chem grenades also give the alien or the enemy units an aim penalty as well, so doubly useful in that respect. And with our order placed with the oh so amazing, friendly, talented, helpful Dr. Shen. Although I am pleased that at least he kept his mouth shut when I told him to make 3 chem grenades. He just grunted and went about his task. It's the best result we've ever got from him. But with that finished, I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon. Exalt, dead, yes.